promise. Hurricane Milton swirled its way from the Yucatan Peninsula to the west coast of Florida, right on the heels of Hurricane Helene, which made landfall in Florida and caused a path of destruction through more than 4 states. Loss of loved ones and family pets, homes, cars, and businesses were reported. Hundreds of homes are without power, and survivors were told it may be weeks before electricity is restored, months in some areas. I look at the remnants of houses and other property being tossed around like doll furniture. I see so many dreams stripped from undeserving victims. I watch as huge trucks cart off the crumbled messes. These sights are along the streets of town after town and continue for miles. I look and I cry. It looks similar to pictures of war zones where people once lived and worked, but only rubble remains, fragments of what was. Unfamiliar, terrifying events are happening on the seas and in the air. On the ground, conditions are quickly becoming deadly. I can only stand by. It is all out of my control, and I cry. Disaster. It's like a war. It is its own war. It causes terror and loss, tears and breakdowns, inability to function, and too often death. Survivors remember forever. It causes unrelenting stress in the moment and post-traumatic stress going forward. It is the reason for much physical pain. It brings about mental, emotional upheaval, resulting in fears such as these and more. I'm falling apart. I'm losing it. I can't get myself together. I can't sleep. I can't eat. Eating is all I can do. I have to use chemicals to numb the body and the brain because I don't want to stay. I can't leave. I have children who need me. Tell me, please, how do I help myself stay and get through this catastrophic event for them and for me? Is there any hope of rebuilding? My reply can only be what I know from experiences in my personal life, experiences out of my control. In the moment, you can hold yourself tight. Hold your babies and toddlers and the big kids, and yes, your adults too. Huddle and cuddle everyone close and don't let go. Love them, love you, and promise to always be there. When you decide you can, and you will, get ready to do some work. Set your intent on rebuilding. Gather the tools you need by asking help from someone who knows how to do the job. You may have to search for several someones. Do not give up. Keep your promise to always be there. Continue asking for help, for more tools. Learn how to assign a job to each part of your family and watch how well you can work together. Give yourself props and lots of attagirls and attaboys. Tell yourself how much progress you're making. Don't give up. You may think this is too difficult, but you can do it. It takes perseverance for you, patience with you, and the keeping of that promise to you. This formula, if you will, is being used by many families with all sorts of working parts. This can answer your question of, how do I stay and how do I help myself get through this? It takes work, but remember, you lost a lot of things and you lost parts of you. None of that was your fault. It was all out of your control. Now you know what your rebuilding tools are and how to use them. Now each of your parts know their job and how to do them. Now you rebuild because you are worth it. Keep your promise to be there always. Keep all of you together and you can get through it. Promise.